Greetings Space Cadets and welcome back for another Minecraft episode. Today we're going to put a water elevator in our tower, but before we start, last time we made a chicken vending machine and I want to give you a quick update on that because we had to make a couple of little modifications to it since the video. So as you can see at the moment there's nothing in there. It did produce absolutely loads of chicken, but there is a small glitch with it, so I had to open it up again. The glitch is if this dispenser becomes full, as in all the slots are full on it, this power line here becomes completely solid on, it doesn't flash. So I've had to put an extra set of flashers in it in order to get the actual chicken to actually pop out of the dispenser. I've also put an override switch in there so we can turn it off, and there should probably be quite a few, yeah. So the eggs are building up in here, so every now and again I'll come over and I'll switch this on. It's probably for the slime farm as well. It's best probably to keep this turned off a little bit, just so it doesn't breach the mob cap for the area. Should also say that in addition to making the modifications below the chicken vending machine, I also cut down the numbers of chickens above. We used to have loads of them. I think there was about 12, 15 or something, but they just seemed to multiply. When I got rid of them, I think we got about nearly an entire stack's worth of chicken, so I don't know how the rest of them all spawned in there. But it does look interesting from the top when you see all of the chickens here before I got cleared them out. It just reminds me of a covalent bond between two atoms, and you can see the electron or the chicken being shared between each of these two chicken molecules or chicken atoms. But let's get cracking on with our build. But anyway, let's head back and down into the base. We're going to build our water elevator is going to go from down underground, and it's going to go all the way to that level there, and then we'll just use the stairs from there. But, we'll go get the materials that we need from inside. We were going to do our super smelter today, but because I'm AFKing in that tower so much, we really need an elevator in there. Everything is almost ready for the super smelter, so we'll probably do that later on this week. So here we are down the base. If I go through into what's going to be the furnace room, you'll see that I've made some changes since we were last in here. The room no longer ends here. We've built out a massive area down here where we're going to have 23 furnaces down every single side. It's similar to an El Mango design, except I've had to make a couple of modifications just because some of the things in here didn't work, unfortunately, in the Bedrock edition. And I also left space down here as well because we're going to have a little mini item sorter, but I'll explain that in the furnace video later. For the meantime, let's just gather up materials here. We're going to use glass for our elevator, and I've got a few decorative blocks as well. So if we go downstairs here, it's the lift. The lift's going to start from where we temporarily, well, I say temporarily, for months we've had these ladders here, but the ladders are just too slow to go up and down. But before we do that, I'll just show you this here. I've managed to gather up these guys down here and pop them underneath the base. That's also why we lost all of our levels as well, because I wasn't entirely sure what they are. Walked up to them with next to no armour and got killed twice when I went to go and retrieve my kit as well. But I've got these around down here. I don't know entirely what to do with them, but they're down here for now. So let's hop up here and we'll get into the base of the tower. So here we are, this entire shaft, it's a small area to play with. We've only got a 3x3 area, so we're going to have the downward elevator here, and this one's going to be our upward, the same sort of orientation that we have in the slime farm. So we're going to go up there and we're going to take out all of these blocks. Let's have some loot first. So we've got our axe, we're just going to knock everything down to the ground level. Actually, we'll take out this as well, because we're going to change the fences as well. We'll leave that one in there. And that's just in case we're just going to maybe some hours on it, and we'll collect all these steps once we get down to the bottom. Right, so that's that hollowed out there, so you can see all the way up to the top of the tower. Just before we start though, in case of an accident, so we'll take all three out. There you go. In case of an accident, we will try and fall down there until we finish building. So what I've chosen for this one is the back is going to be, I don't actually know how many blocks this is going to take, but we're going to build up the back in the brick slabs. That's a thing as well. We better get rid of the torches, and we'll put fresh torches down this line. Hopefully nothing will spawn whilst we're doing this. Let's just pop a little platform up here. Oh, no, that's where we actually want to... that's our downward one. And just for spillage... ooh, might have to put a block there as well. We'll find out when the time comes. And we'll leave one gap. Actually, we're going to have to take out these blocks as well, so that we can get back down. Well, that was a waste of time. Now we need 3 block gap so that we can get out from the other levels all the way down there. So let's see, where does that fall? I'm not sure whether or not to use these or the cobblestone, but we'll try it with both and just see what it looks like. So we want 1, 2, 3. Then our stairs, and then we'll start the glass. So the idea would be, if we can lay it out. So there we go, so we'll lay it out like that, and then we'll put maybe there's a line of brick going up there, and then we'll put the glass in front. Actually no, we'll make all 3 glass I think from there, and then at least we'll be able to see the lights, which will also place as we're going up as well. So let's pop some light down here. And just so we can get up here, we're going to have to put a few of them. And we'll put light every 2, I think. So there we go, so that's the main shaft complete, and again I'm going to have to take this one out. And we'll drop down. Right, what we need to do as well, we also need to clear out all of these steps going down. Right, so that's us down at the bottom. This one's going to be our up. So we want some soul sand in there, we'll just pop that in here whilst we're down here. Well, of course that goes into our other shaft, doesn't it? Let's just see how does that affect that one. It doesn't really make much difference to it. But I'll tell you what we'll do, we will just take a little bit of the cobble that we've got lying around here and just fill that gap. Right, and I think we're going to have to fill this wall in as well, aren't we? Did I bring any extra cobble? Yes we did. And I'll tell you what, we'll put the signs in just to hold the water back whilst we're here as well. And let's see, we want a sign here, a sign there, and a sign there, and that will cause, when we come down, the water will push us out to here, but the water won't affect any of the other spaces. And we'll stick this block here just as our drawdown. So next we now need to be back up the top so we can dig that all out. Of course, we have built this slightly in the wrong spot. So let's refill those back there. So if that's actually going to be there where we're going to be landing, so right, let's dig that out. My inventory full already. Right, let's chuck that down. Pop that in there. So let's see, which way is the water going to flow? Right, we'll get rid of this sign. Get that back. And I think that'll be right. So now we'll come down and we'll get pushed out into this block. in theory. To get rid of that one. Yeah, we'll just have to see how that goes on there. Hopefully that should be alright. It looks a bit weird, but at some point we'll make this a little bit more tidy. But for now we just need that elevator in place. Okay, so now we have most of this complete. Let's just take that out. We now really just need to add the water. What I've put here as well is just to block the water when it's coming down, and if you've got the 3 gap, that gives us plenty of time to be able to step out. You can't step out if there's a 2 gap, but you can step out in a 3. Now we need to get all the way back up there so we can put our water in. And our inventory's full of everything that we've picked up as well. So let's just get 2 of those. And we've got some cobblestone. We'll have to cobblestone it all the way up. Okay, so that's 1 bucket of water down, but it's gone a bit disastrously. Let's just pop our down one in. Now I know what people are going to be saying as well is I've just dumped that in there, but in the Bedrock edition it doesn't seem to matter about... there you go, see it's working already. I don't have to put the source blocks down. And you see that's working already as well, so it saves a lot of time. We also need to come down and fix that as well. So let's just zoom back up here. And we need to sort this out for only making it flow for 1 block. And it's just worked this time. Oh well, I can live with that. Now next we need to just add the finishing touches. So much as we've taken out the oak fence, we're going to replace it with dark oak because we're slowly replacing all of our gates with dark oak. Just so that from a distance when we're moving around we can see them. So you can see like the new fences I put down there, you can see where it is from a distance, so when you're running you can easily get to it. We need to replace that one down there. We'll have a little fix-it episode where we'll go around and we'll fix all the little glitches that we've got dotted around the place. So let's see, let's get our pressure plates now down, because don't have to worry about mobs all the way up here. And we'll get that other bit of fence. And there's that. So we'll come up here, we'll land in our base, because we're doing all of our AFK for the slime farm up here. If I AFK in this corner, after about 20 minutes you have about 2.5 stacks of slime. So we've really been collecting loads of that. It's not like the other ones where I've seen online. I think it's just with the Java edition where you can AFK over there in the farm. Unfortunately with the Bedrock edition you have to be miles away from it. So if I AFK over here I get loads of slime. If I AFK in the slime farm I get loads of iron. But, let's now give this elevator a go and let's see what it looks like. So this is the down. Let's step in there and this should take us all the way down to the bottom. Oh, we need to take out that pillar, don't we? So there we go, we've gone past there, and this should spit us out and push us forward. And, ooh, there's been a disaster, it would appear. Oh, great. Okay, I think we can fix that if I just can get a sign in there. Yep, that's that fixed. So it looks a bit messy, but it will work. I wonder if we should put a pillar here. Move the entrance to this across, just so that it's not as tight, so that we would actually walk down here. Right, let's take this wall out. So I think, how tall is that? Ooh. Right, let's block the water up for a minute. And of course it's all source blocks, isn't it? Right. Get a little bit more light on this and see if we can fix this. Actually, that might work even better. So that's our upstream. We get rid of that, pop that there. Get rid of that. Pop that there. And then let that drop. Oh, no wonder that's just gone into pitch blackness down there. We've just flushed water down it, haven't we? And all the lanterns. All the lights have been washed away, right? We're going to have to relight up this place as a priority. There we go, and we can still get in and out of there quite nicely. Right, now that those are fixed. So there we go, that's now nicely lit up down here, so let's now test it out again. So we'll go up. Just hold the space bar to get a bit more speed. So you can see we're shooting up here. And there we go. So now the next stage, of course that's now broken. Right, we'll just put a sign there for now. And we're now going to dig straight down here. Do we have the wood still? Yes. So there we have it. That's our water elevator now in our tower. So each time now that we come up here, we can see here we've got a new door in there. We can see the glass going up, and I'll have to put some labels on either side. But this side is up, so we'll hop in here, and then we get pushed out, so that we can then just get straight up into the tower. That gate locks itself, and then if we go down, we go all the way down past the door, and we can go all the way down into the lower levels of the base. Of course, crouch when we come down so we don't get hurt. And that's it. So there we go. Let's just ride that up, and then if we push forward, just as we get to here, we'll get dropped out on the middle level as well there. Might actually, at a later date, I think we'll run this all the way down. To the lava lakes down there. I think that'll save a lot of time, but we'll have to extend this out by another level. But yeah, I'm quite pleased. That was a nice little quick project there for us. So we've got that tower there, and next time, which I'll record, maybe on Tuesday, I think I'll record, we'll get the super smelter part 1 anyway built, but that's for Tuesday there. So there we go. Just before we leave, I'll just have a quick look in here, and in the 15 minutes it took us to build our elevator, we made 41 slimes, which is it's not bad for 15 minutes, I don't think. Just show you a quick couple of modifications that we've made in here. We now have, there's some spare ones there. We've now cleared out every single level in here. We did have we did have iron golems on all 9 levels, but I had to take 4 of them out because it just seemed to be too much for the mob cap, and as soon as I activated this area we got nothing, not a single slime. But taking out just a couple of the iron golems fixed everything. So we've also got a little staircase, so every single level has a stair. So we can go all the way around, or actually saying that as well, that we can also take the ladders all the way up as well. And you can see that every level is now got it's lit up except for a couple, just these 2 here and those 2 over there which don't have iron golems in. But there we go. I hope you enjoyed that water elevator. Just a nice quick build to make life a hell of a lot easier on our base. Don't forget to rate, comment, favourite and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time for our super smelter build.